Good evening to the Thursday edition of Sports Night. I'm Anne-Marie Burt. We begin with some cricket news as an unbeaten century from skipper Shamar Brooks and a half century by Shane Mosley have the Barbados Pride in a good position against Jamaica Scorpions on the opening day of the 10th and final round match in the Digicel Regional First Class Championship being played at Kensington Oval. Choosing to bat first, Barbados at lunch were 115 for 1 after losing opener Craig Brathwaite for 32. CBC's Kamal Haynes reports on the pre-lunch highlights.
Barbados Pride, with the task of setting a challenging first inning score, showed their intentions early. Marquino Minley into Craig Brathwaite and his flick to the square leg boundary for 4. Minley, getting his line wrong once more, gets the treatment. Slap through cover point, 4 more. Brathwaite kept applying the pressure, flicking Minley once more to the square leg boundary. Shane Mosley, quiet at the other end, sweeps Christopher Lamont fine to bring up his first boundary of the innings. Minley, a bit unlucky in this instance, gets the edge of Mosley, but the ball goes between second slip and gully and races away for another 4. Change of bowling, John Campbell into the attack and Mosley brings him up to speed. Driving through mid-wicket, another boundary. Campbell into Brathwaite and he looks to go big, but mistimes the ball to Fabian Allen at mid-on to be dismissed for 32. The score now 57 for 1. Mosley, however, kept the runs flowing for Barbados, driving Campbell straight down the ground. Young Mosley showed his versatility, sweeping Nikita Miller to the fine leg boundary to take his total to 37. It became a Mosley show on the back foot and cutting away to the third man boundary. Mosley was in a no-nonsense mood on the back foot and punching Miller through covers. A lovely shot. Captain Shamar Brooks, who had replaced Brathwaite, gets involved in the action, driving through cover point for his first 4. Lamont brought back into the attack, but no change in the now standard outcome. Swept to the fine leg boundary by Brooks. Brooks, in his groove now, hits Miller over the top, taking Barbados Pride over the 100 mark. He kept his foot on the accelerator, driving Lamont through the covers and to the rope. Mosley, meanwhile, brings up his 450 of the season after taking a quick single on his 83rd delivery. Jamaica Scorpions, feeling the pressure, turns to Rovman Powell, but Captain Brooks shows him the rope as well, beautifully driving through mid-wicket as Barbados Pride enter the lunch break in a strong position on 115 for 1. Kamal Haynes, CBC Sports.
And after lunch, Barbados Pride continued their dominance to end at stumps on 261 for 2. Brooks is unbeaten on 104 and Jonathan Carter is on 36. Mosley made 79 as play resumes tomorrow at 10 a.m. Live coverage is on radio station 94.7 FM. Meanwhile, in the other games over at the Warner Park in St. Kitts, the Leeward Island Hurricanes, after bowling the Windward Volcanoes out for 197, are 12 without loss. They trail by 185 runs. While at the Providence Stadium in Guyana, champions the Guyana Jaguars are 116 for 1, trailing by just 19 runs after bowling out Trinidad and Tobago Red Force for 135. Now, India's Virat Kohli has been named as captain of the ICC Test and One International Teams of the Year 2017 after winning the Sagarfield Sobers Trophy for being the Cricketer of the Year by the ICC. Apart from its own stellar performances across both the formats during the period between September 21st, 2016 and December 31st, 2017, Kohli also inspired India to the #1 and 2 ranking positions in Test and One Days respectively. This is the first time Kohli has been selected in the ICC Test Team of the Year, but the 4th time that he has been picked as the ICC One Day International Team of the Year.
It means a lot to me to win Sir Garfield Sobers Trophy for becoming the ICC Cricketer of the Year 2017 and also ICC ODI Player of the Year. I won that back in 2012 also, but this is the first time I'm winning the Sir Garfield Sobers Trophy, and it's a huge honor for me. It's probably the biggest award we have in world cricket, and two Indians getting it back to back makes it more special. Last time it was Ash, this time I'm getting it, so I'm really honored, and I want to thank ICC for recognizing all the hard work that we all put in for our respective sides, and I want to congratulate all the other winners also.
In the qualification period, Kohli scored over 2,000 test runs at an average of 77.8, and that included 6 double centuries. He also had over 1,801 international runs at 82.63, including 700s, and 299 T20 runs at a strike rate of 153. Meanwhile, the Test Cricketer of the Year is Australia's Stephen Smith.
It's a great honour to win the Test Player of the Year award. It's called Test Cricket for a reason, and I'm very humbled to win that award. I've had a really good year. I think I scored 600s in the year, and more importantly, led the team to an Ashes victory, which is something that was really important to me. But incredibly humbled. I love playing Test cricket. It's the game that challenges your skills and your mind the most, and as I said, I'm really humbled, and thank you very much for the award.
Defending Australian Open men's tennis champion Roger Federer beat Germany's Jan-Lennard Struff in straight sets to advance to the 3rd round earlier today. And welcome back to Sports Night. Now, Pioneers, future by Gatorade, remain unbeaten in the ongoing Next Gen Junior Basketball Tournament. When the latest action moved to the courts at Warrens, the tournament leaders totally demolished bottom-place challengers by A to Z 71-22. Also in winners' row was President's Garrett's 11 by Bajan 246, who edged out Big Blue Machine by Courts at 62-56. Here's a look at both of those games. Pineland's future by Gatorade has been running rings around every opponent they meet. Their latest victim, the challengers by A to Z team. The Pinelands boys held 95% possession in the game, and converting baskets came easy. Putting it in perspective, the first 15 minutes ended with Pineland boys dominating 26-3. Although the baskets were far in between from the challengers, there were some shining moments. Nathaniel Wave driving through to seal off a beauty of a play. But there was no stopping the Pine Boys, who by halftime were runaway leaders at 44-8. The sloppy play continued by the challengers as Darion Hurley steals from Blake Foster, and he finds Carlos Greenwich, who goes off the board. So just to shut shop on a lopsided game, Pinelands steamrolled challengers 77-21 to maintain an unbeaten run and their top of the table position. Meanwhile, it was a much closer game between Big Blue Machine by Course and President Garrett's 11 by Bajan 246. This game had a lot of fireworks, that's Macari Jones. But holding on to take the win was a President Garrett's 11, who won at 62-56. Now, also playing on the night was the second place Station Hill Cavaliers, who beat Bulls by Burger King at 65-51. Now, over 46 netball umpires, coaches and managers took part in a high-level umpire seminar recently at the Barbados Olympic Association headquarters. Organized by the Barbados Association of Netball Umpires, the participants were under the guidance of international umpires manager Christian Davidson, who was visiting the Caribbean for the first time. In keeping with the theme Improving Our Standards, participants had hands-on approach in working out how local umpires can move through the pathway to advance to umpires, as well as discussing the newly revised 2018 rules and game management.
I'm here to try and work through some of the processes that the International Netball Federation administer so that you guys can understand how to access international netball at a coaching and an umpiring level, and also understand how events are triggered and how things like that are administered at the International Netball Federation as well.
Now, the BOA President Sandra Osborne encouraged the umpires to aim high and reach their goals as she thanked Davidson for visiting Barbados and conducting the seminar.
To Banu, I commend you on your foresight in arranging this seminar. It demonstrates your commitment to raising the standard of netball in Barbados. To the participants, I urge you to take full advantage of this opportunity to learn from a group of professionals who will facilitate the seminar this evening. And with those remarks, I wish everyone a successful seminar and the very best for 2018.
Barbados will be hosting the American Federation of Netball Association's regional qualifier later this year, which will see 2 top teams advance into the World Cup in Liverpool in 2019. We take a break, but still to come, 2017 in review continues. We have action from August. And here are some of the events happening tomorrow, January the 19th. It's day 2 of the Digicel Regional 4-Day Cricket Championship at Kensington Oval between the Barbados Pride and Jamaica Scorpions. Live coverage is on Radio 94.7 FM from 10 a.m. And it'll also be day 1 of the Inter-Parish Road Tennis Finals at the Foundation School Hall. Now, live coverage is on Cbc TV 8 from 8 p.m. So as a result, Sports Night will air during the 7 o'clock evening news. And that's it for your Thursday edition in Sports Night. I'm Anne-Marie Burke. Good night.